Hello, I'm Sean Murphy from FinanceX magazine. Today I'm in Oradea and I'm delighted to be joined by Maris from Paymentology. Maris, for the people who don't know, could you please tell us a bit about Paymentology?
Sure. Happy to be here. Thank you to the organizers. We're the first time here. Paymentology, let's say in 1-2 sentences, we're the true global new generation card issuing, card processing platform service provider. And so in other words, what we do is we issue and process cards for banks, for fintechs, for neobanks, digital banks, whoever wants to provide a card, be it a plastic, digital, Apple Pay, Google Pay, to their customers.
Okay. And you were speaking at Oradea about AI agents. Is that right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as a part of a package, was invited on a panel to speak about AI, agentic commerce, which is now the new trend, which is what inevitably comes.
Yeah. I heard there's more regulations about agentic commerce than there is agentic commerce, but it's changing, right?
Honestly, it technologically already exists. So technology has made it happen. And obviously it's a journey. It doesn't mean that it is now ready to go, but it's really on its early stage. But technology has made it proof that it can be done. Now it's all about how to wrap it from the regulations perspective, how to wrap it from the security, fraud management, trust perspective, how to educate people use it.
Yeah. And what do you see as the big opportunity in agentic commerce? Where do you feel it's going to change things in the next 5 to 10 years?
First, I will think as a user myself, what does it solve to me? What kind of situations I will be very much relying on that to solve? And I obviously would find time to trust agentic commerce to find and compare some routine-based goods and services. Now, be it now a regular subscription for utilities, which is a monthly bills, which happens anyway already. But something like a daily coffee when I stop at a gas station, or something like on a business trip, what kind of a restaurant can you suggest and actually book? Or related to the lifetime situation. So I definitely want to see those cases where it solves my, not a problem, but where it helps, where I can rely on it.
Oh, and are you starting to see some use cases like that? Are they appearing in the real world now, or is it still more in theory?
I think this is where we start from, to give to an AI the chance to help us in let's call them relative low risk use cases, which is a good lesson learning curve, which is basically to prove that it works, and it works as you expect, because you always want to sort of control you kind of want to spend time on top of it and see how the agent did it, what's really behind. You don't need to understand it technically as a regular user, but you're still interested that, hey, suddenly what if something goes not the way you planned?
Yeah. People always use it for travel. I always use that example. And I'm worried because the worst thing you can do is mess up, a flight or a hotel, right? Yeah. But yesterday, I booked my own hotel, but I managed to book it for the wrong month actually. So I turned up yesterday and I had a hotel reservation for July. So I had to find a new room. So
look at the good thing. You come back here in a month.
The first thing I did is I cancelled next month before I even found a new one. But I think it's an area that they're worried about the agentic agent making a mistake, right? But people also make mistakes.
And it's very civil. It's normal. It's something that you may expect. It doesn't happen from day 1 to day 2, and you fully trust and you fully give your funds and value to some software to do a purchase for you, and it's not a human. And the other side, on the merchant side, it's also not a human. So some sort of machines talk and think what could be good for you, just based on your prompt. I believe it shall start with a relative low value risk purchases, and then you gradually improve and trust and extend. Ending up in probably not even a hotel room purchase for the night, but something even more valuable.
And how has Paymentology had to adapt? Have you had to build additional infrastructure, or how are you supporting
So Paymentology as a card issuing and processing provider, let's say we participate in the stage where the agent has found, compared, proposed, and is about to whether make a decision or has made a decision. So in the situation where the agent is about to make decision, obviously in some purchases it may pop up to the human, me, to confirm, so to authenticate. And from there on, it just goes the classical standard way of obviously token data sent somewhere, initiate the payment, acquirer sends it to the scheme, be it now Visa. In this case, Visa sends to issuer approves that funds enough, is correct token, and you go backwards and you get the good and then delivery address. Obviously, it's an e-commerce right now, and so on. And the same happens if the agent automatically makes decision based on the prompt of the user, myself, or based on a situation where the user has said, in these type of situations, you just can do it by yourself. I mean, buy me a coffee. I don't really care whether the cup is green or black. So the Paymentology participates in a process of executing the payment transaction, transacting it according to the Visa rules, PCI DSS rules, and making that work so that the funds are debited, authorized, and you can get your transaction approved.
Maris, these are short interviews, and you're gonna have you've got a busy. I'm getting in the way of your real networking. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners before I let you go?
One more thing, I would want to encourage people try agentic commerce. At the moment they get it available. It's better to try than not to try. It's better to take that challenge and have that experience than think when it will come to me fully ready and I will just be, using something very boring. No, it's a question. The question is not why should I try, but why should I not try?
Yeah, it's better to try than to complain about it not working or whatever, right?
If you have it available, give it a try, ask for it. That's my take.
Okay, I like it. I'm getting a lot of good advice today. So yeah, thank you so much, Maris, and please enjoy the rest of your conference.